Welcome back. If you're new here, I'm Debbie. Welcome. Today is a sign reading. I decided to do for the month of October, all 12 signs. Get your individual video. First, we're going to draw tarot for just general energy of what's happening around you. I'm sorry, this is the Gemini reading. Um, and then we will do career and money, and then I will do love last for singles and those who are in a committed relationship. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. It's going to be a realization this month. I feel like it's about yourself. Please tell me about Gemini, the energy in October, Queen of Pentacles, the Sun, and the Lovers. Okay. Please tell me about the energy for Gemini in October. Wow. Gemini. I don't know. Wow. I don't know what is going on, but wow. You have Queen of Pentacles, the Sun, the Lovers, the Three of Coins, and Empress, and Six of Pentacles at the bottom. So I feel like you are going to be a blessing, or somebody's going to be blessing you. Yeah, Knight of Coins. I kind of feel like you're having a realization of how blessed you are, maybe. Like how you have you have food to eat, you have love, people who love you, you have good health. I don't know. I just feel like you're really gonna be living in gratitude in the month of October. Maybe something is coming in to make you realize this, or somebody says something to you. Wow. You have the Strength card, High Priestess, the Hierophant, and Page of Cups. You know what? I just heard, like, from what's the saying, from the mouth of babies or something, and really, and what it means is um like children are so innocent, sometimes they don't know how to not say something bluntly, but usually when they say something, it's the truth, even if it's just their truth. But it's like, yeah, from the mouth of babes. Like sometimes the best wisdom comes from the youth. So I feel like some maybe a child that's in your energy, or this could be your inner child that is really coming towards you and like, you know what? You know how blessed you are. And I just feel like you start embodying this gratitude, and it just, because when you are grateful for what you have, it gives the universe a sign to give you more, right? So I feel like you're stepping into some gratitude this month, and I feel like it's a child that brings this to you. Why is the Page of Cups here? Page of Swords. Yeah, Two of Cups. They speak something over you. Now, this could be a literal child, or this could be somebody who is just younger than you. Okay, because you're showing up as a page, but they say something profound to you that just shifts your whole Seven of Cups. Yeah, it lifts a fog or something that you really have not, you couldn't understand it. You might be even feeling bad about certain circumstance that you are in, and they're like, you know what? Yeah, this is going on in your life right now, but look around, look how in other ways you are blessed. Very interesting, Gemini. Um, wasn't expecting, not that I expect anything when I come to these readings, but just very interesting insights. Three of Cups at the bottom. Yeah, I feel like maybe you felt like alone in something and you realize that you have community. That's interesting. Yeah, Six of Wands and Six of Swords. Like, you gonna be alright. Whatever, maybe you just had a rough September or rough past few months, and you're just like, you know what? What am I? What am I keep crying over or being upset about? And I have peace. I have a home or something I call a home. I have people who love me. I mean, I don't know. Maybe your faith is becoming stronger because you have the high priestess and the hierophant out here. So maybe you're just having more faith in the higher powers or whatever you believe in, that you're gonna be taken care of. Nine of Swords, Three of Wands. Yeah, that's kind of making me feel like what they say, you can't. Dang, I just had it and lost it. Oh, I know what it is. You can't worry and pray, right? You can't pray or meditate or whatever you do in spiritual practice in your faith. You can't be asking for blessings or asking for God to come in, step in and help you, but then you're worried that it's not going to work or it's not going to turn out. The two can't be in the same space because the worry and the angst makes the prayer not work, the manifestation not come in. You kind of have to, that's why they say when you manifest, you just manifest it, write it down, whatever you're doing. And then you kind of let it go. You forgive it. I'm not forgive it, forget it, let it go, forget it, put it in the hands of spirit or your guides or whatever. Um, Six of Cups at the bottom. Yeah, I feel like for some of you, this is your inner child guiding you. And in others, it's a literal child, or someone younger than you. Yeah, Tower. Tower. They give you an awakening experience by just speaking a different perspective. Showing you a different perspective or something, or just it really feels like a chance meeting, or just a few words are spoken to you, and you're like, a light bulb goes off. Like, I know what to do now. I know what to do now. Let me pull some oracle, and then we'll move on. Excuse me, to career, money. Spider spirit, make your dreams real. That's about manifestation. Excuse me, because I think of manifestation in a way of building a web, because you're expecting to catch your blessings, the things that you're asking for. So you build the web. So when the bugs come or whatever, they get caught. And now you have what you've been waiting for. It's almost like a divine trap or web or something. Like, I don't know. But that's what manifesting is. Wolf spirit, turn knowledge into wisdom and use your mind wisely. Yeah, I feel like you're having a spiritual revelation. I don't know if it's a full awakening, but you're definitely, yeah, a rebirth is assured with that spirit. You're coming to the realization that you're so blessed. Slow and steady wins the race. Yep. Yep. I feel like it took you a while to come to this realization. This may have been a certain thing or person or whatever circumstance that's really been you've been worrying about, and yeah, you finally have got to the end of the race, and you're like, I didn't even need to do didn't even need to be in the race. I had already won. Claim your independence at the bottom. Yep. So I feel like this person, or I mean, this person, I feel like you too, I feel like this realization is coming maybe from another person. I really feel like your mind had to shift to a certain, it feels like it's probably divine timing, something had to shift for you to see, oh, I'm already blessed. I've already won. I've already got it figured out. Okay. So let's move on to career and money and moolah. I'm going to catch this timestamp this time. 12:11. I've been forgetting the timestamps all morning. This is my third video. So, all right. Please tell me about Gemini's money and career come October. Ten of Wands, Judgment, and Lovers. Okay. So is it Ten of Wands? Yeah. So I think that it's a very heavy decision that is going to be made as far as career and money. Some of you are taking off from something that you've been, I feel like, in for a really long time. So definitely a shift of jobs or career. And I'm not surprised that you guys are going through major shifts because you have Uranus in your sign for, I think for the next, Uranus usually stays in the sign for 7 years. I do think it retrogrades back into Taurus soon, for like a few months, but I want to say early next year, 2026, like February, March, it goes back into your sign of Gemini. But yeah, so I'm not surprised that you guys are going through major shifts. Like all the air signs are going to be because of Pluto sextiling your sign, or it's in your sign if you're an Aquarius. Um, yeah, so I feel like I'm not really surprised that I'm seeing like major shifts and spiritual awakenings happening in the air sign readings. I feel like you're gonna be sharing your talents, your gifts. I almost feel like you're leaving like corporate to go into either a smaller company that will appreciate your talent and your gifts more, or you're actually going out for self-employment. Okay. Some of you may even just be retiring if you're, retirement age. Be mindful of your money, though. Um, Whatever you're moving into, make sure you can take care of yourself. Um, I understand of wanting to walk away from, because it feels like this was stressful, whatever you're walking away from. But just make sure you can take care of yourself. Don't. What I'm saying is, don't make any rash decisions. I feel like that's what I want to say. Wheel of Fortune, Magician, King of Wands, Ten of Cups, and Strength. Whatever you're moving into is definitely going to be emotionally fulfilling. It's going to make you feel like more empowered. Like I said, I feel like you're moving into um, something where you will feel appreciative. People see you for who you really are. I feel like where you were coming from before, you were kind of like a number. Please tell me about October career money for Gemini. Hierophant. You're definitely walking out on faith, which is nothing's wrong with that. But again, just make sure you're going to have what you need to take care of your basic responsibilities. Some of you are moving into something with to do with animals. I could definitely see in that be more passionate. Um, I know I love. I wish I could work with some animals. I love animals. Definitely thought I was going to be like a veterinarian or something when I was young, but it didn't work out that way. But I know from experience, from like looking into like being able to work with animals, they don't really make a lot of money unless you are like a vet, or you specialize in something like I don't know, horse training or something like that. Like I don't. That's what I've known, and maybe it's just my area. I don't know, um, but yeah, it doesn't really pay well from what I can see. But I can completely get wanting to go do something like that. Anything else you need to tell me about their career and money? High Priestess, the World, and Seven of Wands. I feel like you fought against this for a while, and now I kind of like as far as like trying to stay at this place because it feels like it gave you the stability that you needed to survive. But you're ready to close out the cycle. You're ready to graduate. You're ready to grow. Maybe some of you are graduating, coming out of school. Um, but I feel like you're good. I feel like you're. I say you're stepping out on faith, right? But this high priestess here, like your higher self is leading you, and you're surrendering to it. Okay, you may have heard about this in another reading, or maybe spirit sent you a sign that this is the time is now to move. Let's pull some animal spirit for you since we're talking about animals. Dream the world into being. Yeah, this is definitely the desire. Believe in yourself. Yep, stepping out on faith. And cow spirit, miracles are endless. Okay, so this is definitely something that's meant for you. Your higher self is not wrong. And you got rabbit spirit. Now is a lucky time. Did I say the timing is right? And owl spirit, you can see clearly now. Yep. You have a clear vision of where you're going. You said the abundant universe will provide at the bottom. So I feel like you will be okay financially. But yeah, I just want to make sure you do your due diligence before you make a rash decision about this. Um, but it looks like you will be okay financially and very emotionally fulfilled, very proud of yourself for stepping out and believing in yourself. Um, so yeah, that's what I have for career. Let's move on to love now, and we will start out with the singles. Just clear the table. 2042. That's where we're starting love. Okay. Please tell me about love for the month of October for Geminis that are single. Tower. Didn't I tell you? Tower is on y'all butt. um, Six of Swords and Wheel of Fortune. Okay. A lot of people must have went through. Maybe you just had summer romances, and now it's like ending, where you're like shaking them off because you're like, nah, you're not trying to come stay at my house. For those hobosexuals, the people that try to find somewhere to stay in the cold months. The Star. Nine of Pentacles, King of Cups. I feel like you have your eyes set on somebody in particular. I feel like it's somebody you've had a crush on for a little minute. Um, but maybe you were scared to approach them, or maybe they were with somebody at the time. But I see you tired of having these disastrous relationships or dates or whatever, and I feel like you're gonna maybe step out and ask this person out. They're coming up as the King of Cups, so um, it could be a Cancer, Scorpio, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy, or they just kind of have this mature, very emotionally mature, intelligent person. Knight of Cups and Seven of Pentacles. I feel like this person is going to be definitely different. This person is going to date you with intention. Um, so they're going to kind of come off. It's like going to be like a slow burn. Okay, they're going to take their time with getting to know you and appreciating you and figuring who you are and how they fit into your life. And this is not a person who rushes into things. And I kind of feel like you're used to that. Like you're used to like men who or women who are just like, let's move in together. We only know each other for 2 months. And I feel like that's why you keep ending up in disasters situations. You allow them to control the speed of the relationship. I think it even moves faster than you want it to sometimes, but you don't know how to slow that down. Nine of Wands, Seven of Swords. Yeah, I feel like you kind of just go with whatever the other person wants in the relationship. I don't really feel like you even discuss your desires or your expectations when you're with people. But this person is he or she is not like that at all, and they're gonna make you slow down and be intentional as well. but not in a controlling way. It's just you're not going to have any other choice because of their demeanor and how they operate. Yeah, moon. You're gonna know. You're gonna feel like this person is, and you may already feel this way because you don't know if they're in a relationship or not. Like I feel like you've been trying to figure out who they are. Like I said, I feel like you've had a crush or interest at least in this person for a little while. Um, so I feel like they come off as a mystery to you. But once you get to know, once they say yes, okay, let's start dating or whatever, you're never not going to know how they feel. They're very emotionally intelligent. They're going to speak their emotions to you, and you're going to need to be the same way. They're not somebody who plays games. So if it seems like you're playing games or you're trying to deal in this relationship like you've had in your past relationships, you're going to lose this person's interest. Okay. So know that you need to come into this being a grown up because this person is very grown up. Yeah, high priestess. They don't. I'm not saying that this person is perfect and they don't have anything wrong with them, but they don't. They try really hard to lead with integrity. They're very big on integrity and telling the truth. So if you're not ready for that, leave this person be. Two of Swords and Page of Pentacles. Um, is clarifying the Tower. Yeah, I feel like you were dealing with people who were very immature and just didn't know what they wanted. They may have even seen you as being immature and not knowing what you wanted. So they were able to easily come in and manipulate you because you didn't know who you were or are. I'm not saying that to, you know, make you feel bad or anything, Gemini. But yeah, I feel like if you were being taken advantage of before in relationships, it's because you need to know, be um, whole within yourself and know who you are and have some rules. You know, have some things that you will not accept in a relationship or and maybe you were this way because you're young. You know, maybe once you begin to mature, you will understand these things more. Um, so this person may be a little bit older than you, and if they're not older than you, they just are mature. Okay, and they're gonna really want you to know what you want. So maybe you need to take a pause before you even approach this person. Because I feel like they're really intuitive as well, and they're really not with the BS. Okay, why is the Seven of Swords here? Yeah, they're very strategic in who and how they date. They're looking for marriage. They're the King of Pentacles, and when I clarified the Seven of Swords, it came out as Queen of Cups and Ten of Pentacles. They are looking for their counterpart. They're looking to grow a legacy, a family. Um, if they are like a businessman, they want somebody who can come in and help with their business that they've started so far. They're not about games, and I'm not saying you are Gemini, but I'm saying yes. Be clear on what you need and what you want and what you desire from this person. And I feel like they're gonna say this on the first date, all right? And they're dead ass, okay? They're serious when they say these things, and they're gonna ask you a lot of questions. They're gonna feel like they're interrogating you. They're just trying to see where you stand in life and do you fit into their life, into their ideals. And I don't feel like they're controlling or anything like that. They're just they're dating with attention. That's the best way I could put it. Hawk spirit, let spirit be your guide. Be open to infinite possibilities. A rebirth is assured. You keep getting the same cards. Like you're going through a level up, a rebirth. It feels like in most aspects of your life right now, Gemini. Um, yeah, and then at the bottom you have Beaver Spirit, lay a solid foundation. Yeah, they want. What are you coming to the table with? Okay, don't just bring your fork and your plate. What are you bringing to the table, Gemini? Or maybe flip all this energy. Maybe you are the King of Cups in this, and you're looking for your Queen of Cups or whatever, and you don't want to play no more games anymore. Like you know what you want. Okay, this very well could be your energy. Um, but for the way I was reading the cards, the King of Cups landed in the person's energy. So yeah. Um, let's do married people now, or people in commitment rather. You don't have to be married. All right, Spirit, please let me know about my Gemini's love life in October if they are already in a committed relationship. Chariot, Page of Cups, Five of Pentacles, and Sun. I don't know why I'm getting like you guys are single parents. Maybe you guys both had your own children before coming into this relationship. Maybe you're discussing now about bringing in or having your own child together. Queen of Pentacles. Or maybe one of you wants to stay home to raise the children. Page of Cups. Excuse me, Page of Wands. Um, I'm also getting too that, and this is only for probably some people, but this could be a same sex relationship. So you guys are just trying to discuss how you're gonna go about having another child, like where, like how you're gonna go about it. Are you gonna do a surrogate? Are you gonna ask a friend to donate or to carry for you? Or and I kind of feel like you guys are battling between that because you're kind of like we don't have the funds or I don't know. I feel like maybe one of you wants it more than the other one. This definitely feels like it's about children though. Yeah. Tower, Two of Cups. Or maybe you don't have any children at all and one of you wants to start children and the other one's like, yeah, Empress at the bottom. I'm okay with um it just being the two of us. Seven of Wands, Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, one of you just enjoys the two of you. You don't want the work of children. Like, and I get that. Children can be rewarding. It's wonderful seeing them grow up into young adults, but it's a lot of work. When you're a parent, they say the days are long and the years are short. It flies by, but you only realize that after the fact. Once your children start going in 18 or over, you're like, dang, like I remember when they just was in pigtail, they just were crawling or whatever. And then, but you're like, I remember them days when I was They had me running them here, there, dropping them off. Just dealing with them when they're sick, cleaning up all types of bodily fluids. Like, like it's a lot of work. You're fully responsible for somebody else's well being, right? And not just their basic needs, but developing them, developing their minds, and teaching them right for wrong and all that. It's a lot of work. Um, yeah, I feel like this is gonna be a make it or break it thing. If you, because how do you compromise children? You either do or you don't. Yeah, you're battling over each other's wishes. What? How do you see? And I wonder, did one of you change your mind on this? Because it feels like you guys may have kind of already discussed this maybe early on in the relationship, and now somebody has change of mind. Yeah, somebody is like was saying that they were okay, that they would be happy, they would be settled with the decision, and that's not true. So the other person feels like you lied or you deceived them somehow. I don't know if it was really deception. I just think people change their minds. Yeah, Ace of Swords is at the bottom. You weren't lying. You just changed your mind. Now, if this has nothing to do with children, then somebody's changing their mind about you, or you're changing your mind about this person that you're with. Um, you don't think this person is your person anymore. Why is the Five of Pentacles here? Maybe you guys were together. Okay, that could be it too. Why the kids are showing up? Maybe you guys were together since you were young, and now you're older and you want something different. Lovers and Empress. Yeah, trying to make a choice. Are you trying to make a choice between two people? That's your energy too, the lovers. Is Gemini trying to make a decision between two people? I don't think it's two people. I feel like you're trying to figure out what's going to make you happy. Some of you, maybe you're realizing that you like the same sex now that you've already established a family with somebody else. Or something you're curious about. Yeah, Knight of Wands. Like you want your freedom to be. You want passion. And you don't feel like this person might not do it for you anymore. I feel like in many aspects. But some of you, this definitely is children, and it's like, it's this is a deal breaker. I feel like no matter what your situation is, the different circumstances I given, I feel like it's gonna have to be a decision made. Um, let's pull some oracle. Please tell me about Gemini's love life, those in a relationship. The Tear, the Sustainer, and the Mask. Yeah, some of you are hiding who you are or how you really feel. that's here and the sustainer. I feel like you're mourning what should have been. You know, I feel like you feel bad. I feel like you still care and love this person, but it's something that's calling to you. Something that you really want. And you got the womb at the bottom. So for those who want children and your partner does not, I don't think this desire is gonna go away. And they may think like, oh, well, if I get her or him a dog or a cat, or um, if we go spend time with my nieces and nephews, maybe that will satisfy that urge. And I don't think that's going to be enough. Like you want to be a mother or you want to be a father. Um, and others, you just have this desire to go out there and be free from something, free from this relationship. I don't feel like the relationship is bad though. I just think the gem and the dead end. Yeah, like maybe you've gotten all that you feel like you've gotten all that you can from this relationship. Like if maybe it's been stagnant for a while and you're just like, I'm tired of that. And I feel like you feel like it's you. I don't even feel like you blame that you're a partner. I feel like you know that this is a you thing. Um, that's why I feel like you feel bad. Like there's still love there. There's still a good person, but I know what I want, and I want what I want. I don't think there's another person yet. I don't think there's a particular person that you have in mind that if you're trying to move on, trust the great mystery. Transformation is beautiful. Sing your own song and be playful. I feel like there needs to be a third party in here. Like you guys need to go speak to someone. Like I feel like maybe you need to speak to your partner first if you guys haven't already discussed what's going on. And then I feel like you guys need a third person. Like you need somebody to make this clear because I feel like you're thinking clear on what you want. And I don't feel like your person. I don't feel like your person feels like you're even thinking about leaving. And when they do, I feel like they're going to be surprised. I don't know if it's going to make them change their mind on it, but I feel like they're going to understand how much this means to you, or that this something's really bothering you. Then it says be here and now at the bottom. Pull some love oracle and then we're gonna end it here. Please tell me about Geminis that are in a relationship. What's going on for the month of October? Mm-hmm. Oh, put two cards. I guess that was not a mistake, so we'll take it. Opening up and surprise. Okay, maybe this energy is your person. Get ready to tell you about how they're feeling or what they desire. Um, mission. Okay, so maybe some of you where I was saying you want to go out and explore different people or different um, interests. Um, they may be willing to allow you to go do that or join you in it. But yeah, let's read what the cards saying and then we'll close it out. Opening up. I'm getting ready to say what's in my heart. I know that this is love. It's true. It's unconditional. It's everlasting kind of love. I want you to know I'm trying to open up, but it's so hard for me to put my feelings for you into words. But I know I have to do this and you need to hear them. Okay? So they're definitely going to seem like they're going to be asking for a sit down of some kind soon. Surprise, I'm planning a surprise to see you soon with a gift from my heart. Get ready to receive something special and soon that expresses how I feel about you. The gift could come in any form, physical or spiritual, and it will bring us closer. A romantic gesture, a 3D communication, a telepathic communication is on its way. Okay. Mission together, we are on an unstoppable force. We have a purpose together. I'm determined to live out with you. We are just perfect together. We can overcome any obstacles and work as a team. Okay, so yeah, I feel like maybe if you just open up to this person, or you're vice versa, they're gonna open up to you. You guys seem like the love is strong enough to work it out. So maybe they will bend your way a little bit, or come up with some type of compromise. I mean, yeah, I don't know what the compromise on having kids could be, but y'all will figure it out. But yeah, let's close it out here. Please, if it resonates, if this sounds like something that's going on with you, the different aspects, Gemini, for the month of October, please feel free to leave me a comment, let me know, or if it happens later on in the month, come back, let me know. Um, yeah, please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you at the next one. Okay, take care.